You hear about your wife being involved in some shit.
You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife.
They're gonna act up a little something.
Nigga, I hear about my hoes being involved in shit. And I be feeling a certain kind of way
You know
about
what I'm saying?
my
Yeah.
bitches, man.
Come on, man.
And I love
Shit.
all my bitches like they was my own.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Lil Cease, aka Caesar Leo. Everything is hard body. You checking out thisis50.com all day, every day. Hard body.
Now let's talk about Faith Evans, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Shout out to Fizzy Faye.
it was a situation where, you know, she, where Big was going back and forth with Tupac about it, and she had taken these pictures with him, and he had claimed that he hit it. Do you think that Tupac hit it for real?
Nah.
Cause she never said he did. She was just like, I can't believe the nigga would say some shit, and people would see this picture and was like,
This nigga up here trying to, this nigga trying to jam me up here. Nah,
I mean, it's over now. This is
Yeah.
this is about like 16
Nah,
years old.
I don't believe it.
No, you don't believe it?
I don't believe
You
it.
think Tupac lied?
Yeah, if I don't believe it, yeah, I believe that. I just don't think Faye would have did something at that time in that day and age and that situation that was going on. I'm not saying it can't happen, but me just
You're
knowing
not saying
Faye,
it didn't happen.
Yeah, I don't, but I would take Faith's word, you know what I'm saying? I didn't see Pac to confront Pac about that or ask him about that. That's just something he said in the song, and I can't put no verification to that. But I sat there with Faith, and I don't think Faith would have lied to Big. I don't think she would have lied to me, and I'm gonna go with her, because that's where my loyalty lies to. So
Right.
if Faith says she didn't do that, I'm a roll with her.
Now,
So
Big had a song where he said if Faith had kids, it would have been Tupac's. So it
Yeah.
sounded like he believed that might have happened.
but look how he said it.
Lena's getting too high. If they have twins, she probably have two pops. Get it? Two
Time to separate
I
the
think it was more like in a joking way, like,
Yeah,
all right, like,
'cause, yeah,
like
he-
if he did, fuck it, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
life goes on, my nigga, okay.
Right, okay.
I'm not gonna sit here and let it fuck my flow up or sit there and let
Right.
it distract my situation.
Now, Tupac put out the Hit 'Em Up, you know what I'm saying, track and whatnot. And, you know, he had some things to say about you in there.
Little Caesar, go ask your homie how I leave you. Cut your young ass up, leave you in pieces. Now be deceased.
Yeah, what were you mentally when this was going on? Was you like, man, I'm gonna kill this nigga, or, yo, shit, this nigga Tupac talking shit about us, nigga?
I mean,
Woo!
that was kind of basically the reaction, you know what I mean? But especially when I heard my name. I mean, the only reason why you heard my name because he knew me from being around Big.
Right.
So every time he was around Big, he was around me, so he actually knew me.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I mean? Of course, when you throwing shots at the nigga, you gonna try to cover all rounds.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm gonna talk about your little man too. I didn't feel no way about it. You know what I mean? I was kind of cool because at that time when Tupac was saying your name, it was more less of a diss. It was more like a shout out.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right. He
So
blessed
I
you.
didn't say that. I didn't trip about it. And you know, once Big put that, enroll that shit in our head, like, yo, don't respond, don't react to that shit, don't do no interviews about it. So that automatically blocks any emotional attachments to that shit. Like, you hear, you more laugh about it than get mad about it. You know what I mean? We didn't trip at the end of the day.
What was the street saying when y'all didn't respond to that?
They wanted that. Even some
wanted
members in the mafia wanted to respond. You know, of course, niggas was already in the lab the day they heard it, and they're about to make records. And Big was like, yo, if you put that record out or put any bars out, I'm not fucking with you. I think if him and Big would have saw each other and chopped it up after that Sauce Award shit, situations would have been different. Because we saw him on numerous occasions and nothing happened. You know, we had little words, but nothing happened. Because at the end of the day, he knew Big. I just think the wrong people got in his ear. The people that he was dealing with at that time just fed him the wrong shit, and he ran with it. At the end of the day, I think it was all love between them. It was just the two, you know, niggas had batteries in their back, and it was just pushing niggas the wrong direction.
Now, Tupac gets shot inside this elevator in Quad Studios. You guys are recording in there too?
Yeah, same day we was recording that, Puff was shooting the second part to the Warning video where he was driving around doing the part in the car, driving through the city. So once he finished shooting that, he actually came to our session to see, you know what I mean, to see what we was working on. We was doing the Players Anthem record, and I was just on the terrace just smoking some weed, me and Nino, and we were just sitting there chilling, just talking about, you know what I mean, just sitting there happy as fuck, just talking about how, yo, damn, you know, at first it was big, now we got a deal. I just so happened to look down, I see Pac walking up the block. We've been with him for like a month, 2 months before that while he was shooting above the rim. So it was with a man there. I could tell the walk, how he looked, the bandana. And he was with my other homeboy Stretch, God bless the dead, from Queens. And when I saw him, I called him. I was yelling out the window, yo, Pop, what up? He looking up, he like, who that? I'm like, yo, this Lil Cease, nigga, what's good? He like, what up? Where you at? I said, yo, we're in the studio. It's around the corner, because the window and the terrace we was on, it was on the side block on 48th Street. You know, Quad Studios on 7th. I was like, yo, come around the corner, and I'm gonna come get you. I didn't know that he was already coming into the studio to record a record with somebody else. It was just coincidental that we was in that same studio, but I didn't know he was coming in. I just happened just to see him. Yo, that's Big family, that's the homie. I went in there, told Big he was downstairs. Big was like, yo, go get him for me. I get in the elevator. When I get downstairs, the elevator door open, I just see all them niggas laid down on the floor. Pac wasn't there. Pac had already got shot and went upstairs, but he had 3 other dudes with him stretching to a stretch homeboy. So when the elevator door opened, all them niggas just laid down on the floor. I couldn't see the 2 dudes yet. And then he just came from behind the door, pointed the gun at me. He was like, yo, get the fuck back in the elevator. Of course, I followed the rules. I got the fuck back in the elevator, hit the door closed, went back upstairs. And I told Big, like, yo, get down there backing your man down right now. Big was like, you lying. I'm like, yo, I'm dead ass serious. They robbing them niggas right now. Big said, yo, y'all stay up here, I'll be right back. And Big went downstairs. And Big ain't come up for about 20 minutes. So then we all went downstairs. Every time somebody was coming downstairs, police was snatching you up, putting you in the corner, taking your name and saying that, yo, Tupac just got shot in the head twice, he dead. You see the bandana, you see blood, all type of shit down there. So, you know, we just sat down there. They wheeled them out after that. They took all our name and information. They let us go home after that. And then the next day, Tupac had stashed his gun in the piano upstairs on the 6th floor where he actually went. That's where the reception desk was. We was on the 8th floor. Next day, Big goes to the hospital, takes him to his burner, because he told Big he left the burner in the piano on the 46th floor of Quad. You know what I mean? So Big went there, took the burner from him, took the burner from the studio, went back, dropped it off at the hospital to him, and we didn't see him no more after that. After that, he left the hospital, and then all of a sudden we started hearing that we had something to do with it, and it was this, and we knew what happened. We ain't had nothing to do with that shit. I thought Big would sit there and set you up. You was Big homie. You know what I mean? No matter what him and Big went through, you know, we know the real Pac and we know the real situation. So at the end of the day, no matter what they went through, we always salute Pac and we always show respect to him and show love to him. He was definitely a real dude.